And we move now to Washington, D.C., and we are joined by correspondent Kelly Meyer. So, Kelly, welcome. Let's first start with these new developments, the shelling in Ukraine, the missile launch by Russia, the test. What should we know?
Well, good evening, Ruta. Thank you for having me. And it's clear that the situation is escalating here, that these shellings, these artillery fire, escalating sharply in eastern Ukraine through the day today. We also saw journalists and Ukrainian officials coming under mortar fire in eastern Ukraine today, picking up along artillery fire, picking up along the entire length of the front line, the Ukrainian Ministry of Internal Affairs was saying today. And then we also saw Russia in joint military exercises that we knew were being conducted with close ally Belarus. They were launching an array of ballistic missiles and cruise missiles today that was overseen by the Russian leader, Vladimir Putin himself, along the Belarusian leader, ally, and counterpart Alexander Lukashenko. And this all comes, Ruta Bay, as Russian forces near 200,000 along the border with Ukraine. And these shellings and artillery fire and this escalating situation, these are all things that the U.S. and allies are looking at as false flags, that these are the pretext to an invasion, that Russia is moving forward further into Ukraine and about to launch an invasion, as we heard in that warning from President Biden yesterday.
And the U.S. believes Putin has already made the decision to invade. A lot of other world leaders agree with that, but that diplomacy is still not out of the question. What are your sources telling you about what we can expect in the coming days and weeks?
And that is something they are pushing ahead with. They say until Putin moves into Ukraine, until he takes that step in, diplomacy is still on the table, and that is something they are pushing for. As the reporter before me had said, there is that meeting that they are looking at with Secretary of State Antony Blinken and his counterpart in Russia. That's coming up on Wednesday, February 24th. But President Biden said, again, if Russia takes military action before then they will be met with severe consequences, both from the U.S. and allies who are pushing back against Vladimir Putin and trying to deter him. So their two options here are deterrence and diplomacy. And again, we saw some updates from the White House today. The president in touch with both the vice president, who is over at the security conference in Munich, Germany, along with Secretary of State Antony Blinken. He's been constantly updated by his national security team, and he will again be briefed and meet with them tomorrow on this situation as they continue to push for this diplomatic off-ramp. They say that is not off the table yet. Ruta Bay.
All right, Kelly Meyer, thank you so much, and you'll be joining us again in the next hour. We appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.